One of the more interesting narratives that I've seen pop up is after Sony announced that, you can replace your solid state drive in your PlayStation 5. Now, some of the reactions that I've seen from this, mostly from, I'd say, the Xbox crowd, have been a little bit lackluster to begin with. And I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison here that hopefully makes people understand where I'm coming from this, right? Like, I'm not saying that Sony is in the clear, or that that 100% right, but what I am saying is that when you wait on technology, sometimes things happen, and it's not always the easiest foot forward. So what I mean by that is, look at Xbox, right? They supposedly waited for RDNA 2 to be available before full production of the Xbox Series X, and as a result of that, we're still getting games now that aren't up to par with the competition. Sony, they waited for a top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art solid-state drive that truly is a game-changing piece of technology, and so us early adopters are going to have to deal with, taking apart the PlayStation 5 a little bit. It takes about 2 minutes to put in a new drive, and it's really simple to do. And I think that pretty much people that are going to buy a PlayStation 5 at this point are going to be hardcore fans anyway. Now, I'm sure in a couple years, when they come out with a revision or a slim or whatever, it'll probably have hard drives that just snap into it or whatever. It'll be a little bit easier, but the price you pay for waiting and getting the technology that they did for a solid state drive solution that is like 2 times or better the one in the Xbox, I think that they've done a really good job. Now, with that being said, developers and these tech analysis are showing some fantastic things in favor of the PlayStation 5, and I think everybody will be wanting to hear this, so why not do a video? What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you guys are looking to help out my channel, I like the video. Shoot, that's all I ask. Now, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart developer tests the M.2 solid-state drive. Results are indistinguishable from PS5 internal solid-state drive. Insomniac Games' Mike Fitzgerald has revealed the studio has been running tests with M.2 solid-state drive on Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and the results are a little more than impressive. He claims it pretty much is indistinguishable from the internal solid-state drive, and he took to Twitter to report his findings, which paints a good picture for those looking to upgrade their PlayStation 5s with an M.2 solid-state drive down the line. Exciting to see the PlayStation 5 beta testers getting access to M.2 solid-state drive features. I'm sure the public beta will result in plenty of benchmarking across different games and drives, but I'll spoil with some of our results from early testing at Insomniac on Ratchet & Clank, and it's looking good. Sony released its PlayStation 5 system software beta earlier this week for select users, which adds support for M.2 solid-state drives and other various features, which obviously are pretty good features. If you think about it, some of the things that they were actually doing, people aren't really talking about, but yeah, they did some fantastic stuff. So if you missed out on the entire thing with what the beta comes with, obviously the M.2 solid-state drive, trophy tracking, and some other things as well. So now you can insert an M.2 solid-state drive to your PlayStation 5 expansion slot and use the storage just like your PS5's console storage, and you can install PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 in M.2 solid-state drive storage and play them directly from there. You can use the PCI 4.0 solid-state drive with a capacity of 250 gigs up to 4 terabyte to actually what's very interesting is to safely insert or remove your solid-state drive. Make sure your PS5 is turned off. Like, that's something that people probably shouldn't have to be told, but yeah, believe it or not, you should probably do that. Now, here's the interesting part. You can now enjoy 3D audio through your TV speakers. To enable 3D audio for your TV speakers, you got to go to Settings, Sound, Audio Output, and then turn on or enable your 3D audio for your TV speakers. Before, this was something where you needed kind of what Sony was offering, so we'll have to see how that kind of works out, but their 3D audio solution is absolutely fantastic from top to bottom. Just really one of the top of the line things, one of the best things about the PlayStation 5 so far. So yeah, that's incredibly good. You can also measure the acoustics of your room using the Microsoft on your DualSense wireless controller to apply 3D audio settings that are optimized for your room. In your game's home screen, they've updated the following. If you have different platform versions of the same game installed, they'll now appear separately on your home screen. Different versions of a game are now easier to spot as icons are displayed to indicate the specific platform, such as PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. In your library, they've updated the following. The Install tab is now the first tab you'll see, making it easier to find games that aren't on your home screen, as well as offering quicker access to your media gallery. Under the Install tab, each game's tile now clearly indicates its platform, such as PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4. Also, just as in your game's home screen, different platform versions of the game will now appear separately. Under your Collection tab, you'll now see the game that the tiles display the number of versions available to you. When you're entitled to multiple versions of a game, you can now hide games much more quickly. In Game Base, they've updated the following. From the Game Base control menu, you can now do the following. You can access party text chats and send messages from the Game Base control menu in the control center. If you're the owner of the party, you can now delete it. From Game Base control menu, select the party you want to delete, then select Delete Party from the menu. You can now see how many of your friends are online, busy, or offline under your Friends tab. That seems like that should have been done a while ago, to be honest with you. It's like, kind of a half-assed thing. You can now accept, decline, or cancel multiple friend requests at the same time. To do so, under the Friend Request tab, select Receive Requests or Sent Requests from multiple select menu. In Trophies, they've updated the following, which I really like this. You can now track up to 5 trophies per game in the Control Center using the Trophy Tracker. To start tracking a trophy, select the trophy, then select Start Tracking. When you're playing a game, you can easily access information about the trophies you've added to your trophy tracker. You can also view your trophy tracker in pin to side mode to see information about the trophies during gameplay. When viewing the trophy list of games, the trophies will now be displayed vertically instead of horizontally. You'll be able to see much more information for each trophy without selecting it. In the Control Center, they've updated the following. You can now customize your Control Center more freely. All the controls at the bottom of the screen can be rearranged the first time you open a Control Center. You can now pause the screen reader by pressing the PlayStation menu and triangle at the same time. To resume, press the button and triangle again. Man, there's a lot of updated features. I'm going to actually link this in the description so you guys can check it out as well. They updated some parental controls in here as well. For features available in the Create menu, they've updated the following. When you manually record a video clip, the elapsed time counter will now automatically disappear after 3 seconds and reappear when you need it. They've added more video lengths as well for you to choose from when saving recent gameplay. You can now choose whether to display save confirmation notifications for screenshots to adjust as well, and then enable or display save confirmation for screenshots. So you can now select whether you like to go or get or receive notifications on your PS5 via email about new products and etc. That's a way that you get free stuff from Sony as well, is by making sure that you kind of have that ability to enter these things in. You can now turn off the sound of your notifications and then turn off that sound as well when you log into your PlayStation 5. And an accessory with the microphone is connected. The mute status of the microphone is now displayed so you know if you're online or offline. If you have a Pulse 3D wireless headset, you can now access an audio EQ feature in Sound in the Control Center with different presets to choose from. And also, if you block someone, you can choose to also leave the party that only you and they are in at the same time. You won't leave parties that include other players. They've also updated DualSense wireless controller device software to improve stability. You can now update your DualSense wireless controller from the settings. So I mean, there's a ton of stuff. I'm going to link this. Hopefully you guys all have time to check it out. But yeah, they are really kind of going to work on getting everything up and running and smooth on the PlayStation 5. Again, some of this stuff probably could have been taken care of a while ago, but again, pandemic type situation, so you do sort of understand where people are coming from. And I do hope that Sony are a little bit more open with some of this stuff in the future, because it just does not feel like it just doesn't really feel as good or whatever as it could be if this stuff would have been done in the first place. But again, not everything's perfect. You're always going to have some of these situations where these things come about. So again, bravo to Sony for getting this stuff fixed. And again, I would not worry about the Xbox fans that are kind of poking fun at this stuff. Anybody that basically has a situation where you haven't had games for years, or trying to talk smack, just doesn't make much sense to me. Just honestly, it doesn't. It's just kind of sad, to be quite frank, because again, it's just people lashing out due to their own frustrations with their own brand. So with that being said, hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day and all have a great evening, or whenever it is you're watching. and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel. All I ask in return is a simple like, and I keep doing videos, and it all works out. So thank you very much. Fact 'em up. Crapgamer out.